Problems with your pooch? Well, we've got solutions to your doggy dilemmas. It's all coming up on The View from the Bay. The View from the Bay starts now.
And thanks for joining us live on The View from the Bay on this Monday, July 23rd. I'm Spencer Christian.
And I'm Janelle Wang. Thanks so much for being here with us. We also want to say hello to everyone watching us online. That's because we're streamed live thanks to our friends at Comcast. Plus, problems with your pooch. Our own Lee Glasser may have the answer to your dilemmas with advice from one of the best Bay Area dog trainers. That's all coming up.
Looking forward to that.
Lee Glasser is live at Crissy Field in San Francisco with a Bay Area dog trainer to answer your pooch problems. Hi, Lee.
Oh, hi, you guys. Yeah, we're here at Crissy Field Beach, of course, a haven for dogs all across the Bay Area. I'm with actual dog trainer extraordinaire, I guess you could just say, Mike Wombacher, and you're with Doggone Good.
Yes.
Doggonegood.org, I guess I should say. And dog training. This time of year, I know a lot of people may have gone out. You may have had your first family dog this summer. Because summertime, I think a lot of people actually adopt animals, that sort of thing. The three training techniques that people really need to know. What would be the first one?
Well, I think if you're going to come to a place like Crissy Field, you want to make sure that A, your dog is dog friendly or it'll stay with you. In other words, walk on a leash nicely with you, also stay when you ask it to stay, and come when you call it. I mean, there's a lot of other things, but those are sort of the three must-haves. Come, stay, and walk nicely on a leash and be friendly with the other dogs.
Exactly, especially in such an urban area as San Francisco, as well as just all across the East Bay. It's really for your animal's protection to get sufficient training, isn't that right?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the point of training, there's really 2 points to training. One is building a relationship with your dog, you know, in terms of a pack structure and really getting that dog to be a family member. And the other one is safety. This is not just about, arbitrarily imposing things on the dog because, we need a power trip or something, but because we have to protect our dogs against things that they cannot protect themselves against.
Exactly. This, by the way, is Zoe, and she's, what, 12 years old?
Just about November.
Yeah, she's great. Go ahead and show me 3 techniques. Let's start with the sit.
Well, Zoe.
Of course, she is sitting.
Sit. Down. Good girl. Stand. Good. Zoe, with me. With me. Good girl. Come on. Good girl.
And Mike, this is just kind of just learning how, teaching them how to walk on a leash, which really, folks, looks easy, but can take some time, correct?
But that definitely. That's a process that could take, if you've got an 8, 9, 10-week-old puppy, could take until the dog is 4, 5, 6 months before you really get reliable leash walking. And a dog that doesn't pull and strain, and that's really important because pulling and straining on the leash is a leading cause of dog aggression, basically.
And we see that a lot, especially with a lot of dog walkers. They will be doing one of these. We're going to talk to you coming up a little bit later on the show about if you're introducing a dog to a family, to a new child in the family, and also we've asked some dog owners here at Crissy Field Beach some of their complaints, some of their problems they're having with their animals. We'll get all the scoop and all the information coming up later.
All right, Lee, thanks. We'll see you a little bit later. That's good information about training your pooch or training your co-host. Okay, if you're a pet owner and you're having problems with your pooch, our own Lee Glasser may have the solution. She solves your doggy dilemmas with great advice from one of the best Bay Area trainers coming up.
Now let's check back in with Lee Glasser, who's live at Crissy Field with some furry friends and their owners. Hi, Lee.
Hey, Lee.
Oh, hi, guys. I'm here also with excuse me just 1 second, with dog trainer Mike Wombacher, who has written just some great books on training your animal. There's a puppy in the house, and also there's a baby in the house. Really good books for those of you who are trying to introduce an animal into your household or else just dealing with a puppy yourself. And what we did was down here is that we decided we would actually corral some dog owners so they could ask you some training questions. And we're going to start off here with Laura, Sophie, and little Lily. Come on up here, Lily. Well, you can see the problem here.
Lily's a very cute little, about a 4-month-old lab, right?
5-month-old lab.
Right.
Yeah, and Lily, tell me the little Sophie, tell me the problem with Lily here.
She jumps and bites a lot, and when she greets people, she jumps.
She jumps. So, Mike, what kind of advice would you give?
Well, I think the first thing is the puppy biting. It's important to know all puppies mouth and bite, and it's very important to teach them not to do that. In my classes, I teach people a number of handling exercises.
Right.
Cradling them and rolling them around and maneuvering them in a number of ways and teaching them not to bite by basically reprimanding them for biting and rewarding them for not biting. As far as the jumping up goes, there is any number of ways to do it.
That's a huge problem.
The jumping up or the biting?
Yeah, well, the jumping up.
See, I think the jumping up is, a lot of dogs do it, but the biting is a bigger problem, because if the dogs grow up thinking it's okay to bite people, it really creates a lot of problems. The jumping up, there's any number of ways to do it. You can stand on the leash when the dog jumps up, or just kind of give them a little shove off, or turn your back on them. There's any number of ways, at least 50 different ways to get a dog to stop jumping.
So does that help a little bit? That's great. Okay, thanks so much. Peter is here with Baron, and
Hi, Baron.
Peter, your problem is?
He digs in the yard.
He's just a digger.
That's right.
Okay, Mike, what would you say to
So
that?
I think Baron here is a young, about 9-month-old, very, very athletic dog. Usually digging is a boredom-related problem. I think if you're going to have a puppy this age, you can't just put him in an area where there's a lot of stuff to destroy. You need to give him appropriate outlets for exercise, and then when you can't watch him, basically he should be crated or confined to an area in the house. But to leave a dog like this with this much power and energy in an area where he can just make his own
He needs to
fun.
get out and about.
He needs to get out and about.
That's great.
I think that's the main thing. Again, there are other ways to do it directly with it, but that's probably the biggest one.
Okay,
Great.
does that help?
Yes.
Yeah, a little
Thank
bit.
you very
Okay,
much.
great. And last but not least, here's Ann and Freddie. And let me tell you something. Freddie's got a problem. What is it, Ann? Tell me.
He loves the beach and the park and stuff, but he likes to go and mark people's backpacks and whatnot.
And sandals. You know what? You know what we're talking about, marking. Now this can be extremely embarrassing and annoying.
I'd say. Well, I think, again, it's a question of control. I would make sure that my dog understands the come command and the off command, and you'd have to supervise him very closely and make sure that when you see him about to do that, off and come. The off command and the come command work hand in hand. Now, if he heard that consistently with follow through enough times, he would learn not to stop doing that, basically. So that's really the main thing, but off and come are very difficult commands. It requires some persistence and
well, we hope Freddie can work on that. Mike, thanks so much. And
Sure.
great training techniques. And, don't forget Mike Wombacher, good, gone.
Doggone good.
Doggone good.
.org.
Thank you very
Come
much.
see me.
I will. I might need some training too. Bye, guys.
Thanks, Lee. Those are very good tips.